Hey, what's up? What's up? This is Tommy Lynch, the millionaire from North Carolina, commonly referred to as the millionaire from North Carolina, the Carolina millionaire. Hey, check us out, guys. I just wanted to share something with you real quick. Here's the deal. You can have a seat at the table. Now, I named this dream, you can have a seat at the table because you can. Now, but let me tell you what I mean by a seat at the table. I'm going to just get right to it because this is not going to be a very long stream. What I mean by that is a seat at the table means that something's going on and you want to be in the big meeting. You want to be a part of what's going on. Let me tell you what's been happening in the last couple of years, maybe the last 15, 20 years. Companies started up like Apple, Dell, Microsoft, Facebook. A lot of companies like that started up, and for the most part, there were seats at the table, but you had to get to have a whole lot of green to get one of them seats. I mean, like for instance, when Facebook first started out, you had to make a minimum investment, I think, of somewhere in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. I mean, you couldn't just say, hey, give me 5 shares or give me 20 shares. Now you had to buy in at a certain level, and the average working class person could not afford to get in at that level, hence the seat at the table. So the average person didn't have a seat at that table because there was too much of an upfront investment for the average person to become a part of that system. But just imagine if you could have had a seat at the table for Apple. I think Apple started out at less than a dollar. Maybe it started at a dollar. I'm not 100% sure, but I know it started out low. I heard a story about a gentleman that put a couple $1,000s in the Apple, had a couple thousand shares, and he decided he needed money for something else, so he backed out of it. And now everybody that was involved with Apple initially are at least millionaires, and most are billionaires. How would you like to have been a part of Microsoft or Dell or even Google when they started? I think Google stock right now is at 1,146, and Google stock is at $1,100, $1,146. I mean, wouldn't you like to have purchased 200 shares at $5 a piece or $10 a piece? I mean, think about where you'd be now. What about let's talk about Bitcoin now. Bitcoin is not even a company. It's just a coin and a cryptocurrency, not even a physical object. That Bitcoin started out at, I think they say 46 cents back in the maybe mid 2000, maybe 2008, 2009. 46 cents, maybe a dollar, less than a dollar. Now, how would you like to purchase? How would you like to have thrown $500 at Bitcoin when it was 46 cent a coin? And then at some point, I think in 2016 or 17, Bitcoin got up to $20 a coin. How would you like to have owned? How would you like to have been able to have had already acquired, 2,000 or 200,000 of those coins? And those coins went to $20 a coin. Bitcoin made several billionaires. You can Google it. Bitcoin made several billionaires, but I do know this for a fact. Bitcoin also made 2,300 millionaires. Now that's a lot of millionaires to be made out of one deal. It made several billionaires, but it also made 2,300 millionaires. Okay. How would you like to have had a seat at that table? Now, the average person could afford a seat at that table because the fee to the barrier to entry, there was no barrier. If you had $100, you could get in. If you had $50, you could get in. But a lot of us are looking back at that and saying, hindsight is 2020. A lot of us are looking back at that and saying, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what Bitcoin was until after it was too late to get in. I mean, why would you want to get in now? Bitcoin, right? I think now is $3,400 a coin. So who gets into that now? Well, the only people that can afford to get into that now people that have, access cash laying around. But before, all you needed was $100 and you were in. Okay. Well, I want to tell you about another coin that now, let's keep in mind that Bitcoin was not backed by anything. When nobody knew who the CEO was or who was running it. Nobody knew where the money was going. All they knew was everybody talking about this cryptocurrency. It's a new big thing. It's on the exchange. It's on the blockchain, and we can get it for less than $100. I can throw as much money as I want to, and I'm gonna just watch it go up to scale. But it's only because it was just a popular thing to do, and that's the reason why people jumped on all over it. In walks Karatbars in 2011, and up to 2011, Karatbars got started, and now we're back in 2000 last year, 2017 or 2018. Then we bought out our own cryptocurrency. In 2018, we bought our own cryptocurrency called the KBC and the KCB coin, Karat Coin Bank Coin and Karat Bank Coin. What's the so why am I talking about those? Well, the reason I'm talking about those is because those coins are backed by real physical gold. Now, just to give you a little bit of history, if you're familiar with the gold standard and the fact that money was on a gold standard, which meant that you could take a dollar bill to a bank and they would give you the equivalency of the gold that backed up that $1, which they made the dollar strong because it was backed by gold. Well, once they took the dollar off the gold standard, I think it was President Nixon. He took us off the gold standard in 1971, and ever since then the dollar's been going down. The dollar's been declining. But here it is in 2018 and 19. Our founder, Harris Size of Karatbars International, has put these coins on the gold standard. These coins are on the gold standard. They are backed by 100%, but they're backed by 999.9% real bullion currency grade gold. What is that? Well, you might say, maybe saying, Tom, what does that mean? That means that the value is guaranteed. That's why when the dollar was on the gold standard, it was backed by gold, and the value of the dollar was guaranteed. It was not a speculative investment. Bitcoin is a speculative investment. It can go anywhere. But these coins that we have in Karatbars, the KBC and KCB, these coins are not a speculative investment. I don't even like to use the word investment because they're not an investment. An investment implies risk of loss. Okay? These coins are backed by 999.9% real bullion, real gold. And right now, both of these coins can be acquired. The KBC coin is at 3 cents right now. And now on July 4th of this year, we're going to be able to cash those coins out for 40 cents per coin. And the reason why I can say that is because our CEO and founder has already said that he's going to give us 40 cents per coin. 40 cents per coin, no matter what you buy it at, it's 40 cents per coin. Right now, the KBC coin is traded on a lot of exchanges. We're on Coin Super, we're on Hit BTC, and there's several others too that I can't think of. I know we're on Coin Super and Hit BTC, which are two of the major ones. Okay, so Karatbars, we have our own exchange. We have our own cryptocurrency bank. We have our own blockchain. We have our own ATMs. We have our own money payment system. So these coins are the way to go. So you have a seat at this table because the barrier for entry is non-existent. That means you can set up your free Karatbars gold savings account for free, get into the KBC and the KCB coins by purchasing those coins on our very own exchange. and then even cash them out at any point on our own exchange for nominal fees. Karatbars is the premium way to get out of that 9 to 5, like I posted over here. It's the premium way to get out of the 9 to 5. If you want to get away from the 9 to 5, open up your a home-based business and get started with tax advantages. Speak to your tax advisor about that. Tax advantage. You can take the same tax break and have the same tax advantages as a major business, as a major Kroger's down the road, or the Publix, or the local car dealership. You have the same tax benefits and advantages to having a home-based business. Look at these tokens, the KBC. Google it, KBC, Karat Bank coins. They're 3 cents right now, and no matter how many you get, you can buy them for 3 cents, maybe a little more, a little less, depending on the fluctuation. Get those coins, put them in your wallet, and then on July 4th, our CE is going to give us 40 cents per coin. He's going to 100 coins is going to equal 1 gram of gold. I'm going to go into that right now, but Karatbars is a Karatbar. These Karatbars coins are a given. It is not a speculative investment. They're backed by 999.9% real gold bullion, and you can cash them out anytime you want to cash them out and get them for a nominal price of, I think, roughly 3 cents right now. I want to share that with you because you have a seat at the table when you look at companies like Apple and Dell and Microsoft and Facebook and even Google and a lot of other companies that I don't have to name and you can think of yourself. You don't have a chance to get on to have a seat at the table of those big businesses, those big startups. But with Karatbars International, you have a seat at the table. This is Tommy Lynch, the millionaire from North Carolina, the Carolina millionaire, coming at you live. Hope you guys enjoy the stream. See you on the next one. Go to my website down below at www.goldisrealmoney.com or .info, www.goldisrealmoney.info or goldisglobal.info, www.goldisglobal.info, and keep in mind that you have a seat at the table. Thank you, guys.